back in the world of Satisfactory. Let's do this. Today, we're running these belts, running them all the way home. Shouldn't take that long. Actually, does that one go down or uphill? It's not a very direct path is the main problem. It's probably better to have a more direct path, but it's going to be hard to have a direct path. Also, what's the height limit for these? No way. Okay, that might actually be my answer. Why is there poison here? As fun as it is to get these winding paths, I'm going right by poison. Of course I am. That's probably why there's poison. We're close to being able to get a gas mask, though. Is this going downhill? Of course it is. I feel like those vertical ones are the way to go. So to get the vertical ones, it still requires a little bit of thought. Let's do these right here. $48 plates. I don't have a great way up. And it feels like they're going to need to go quite a bit higher, but that shouldn't be an issue. That's another 48 plates. I am eating through these plates pretty quickly. That might be too high, but we can always just deconstruct it and remake it if it is. God, if I could make a straight ramp up, that would be nice. We'll find a different way up. What have I just done? That was not where that was supposed to go. I don't actually know how much plastic per second I'm producing, but I could expand it however much it is. I could research hypertubes to have an elevator up from the bottom to the top. That is a thing that I could do. It's not a thing that I want to do. I was trying to think, could I set up jump pads? I don't think the jump pads jump high enough to go up like straight verticals like this. It requires more thought. Oh, the power poles maybe could. I wonder if that's the case. Power. These. I'd have to make a platform one, I think. That's not hard to do. Okay, let's see if that was... Oh, I don't even have it on my items. I don't need the scanner right now. This should take me down, but will it take me back up? That's very questionable. No way. It's a little bit slow, but it's not bad. I need a speedometer. Not bad. Jump pads would be better. In between episodes, at some point, maybe I'll figure out a good jump pad system. It would take a lot of time. Eventually I will. Right now, not a priority. My priority is figuring out where the plastic and rubber ended up. Plastic and rubber. Should be somewhere. Right there. Wow. It's actually kind of convenient. It's a little bit high, but that's okay. I can work with that. It's a long stretch. I'm close to using up all of my plate. I will have to get more. Look at that. Only one of these two actually needs to connect the plastic. Okay, the plate is right by here. Put this back. Cool. I will have more ways up as I feed more things into this. What the hell was this one? Was that just for getting up and down? Must have been. Okay, so we need... Why did I think that I needed plastic? We do not need plastic. We do not need rubber. We need steel pipe, modular frames, encased beams, and screws. Those are things that I already have. And really, screws are the only ones that I'm really going to be hurting for, I think. Well, no, I'm going to be hurting for a bunch of them. But I definitely do not have enough screws. Okay. Weird. Very weird. Okay, one thing at a time. The thing that I need are these beams. These beams go into a box. That box. I think I want... Do I want to split half of them so that I get to keep some of my beams? Maybe. I'm undecided. Like, that's a lot that we're keeping in here. I could always fill the slots with something worthless like concrete so that it doesn't sit there and overfill. That is a thing I could do. I swear I saw blue. I did see blue. Give me blue. Okay, I think it went to yellow, but that's okay. It's basically blue. This. Can probably span the gap. It can. And that is one of my 4 inputs. It's beautiful. Next up, we only need 10 of those a minute. Steel pipe, modular frames, screws. Modular frames. Are those set up all the way over there? Steel pipes feels easy-ish. So where's this steel pipe coming from? From right here. Splitter can go right there. I'd rather it if it was something that I could ride on. Perfect. 2 inputs, screws and modular frames. Frames, I believe, are over here. Look at that. Whole bunch of frames. How many frames per minute do I produce? Not many. We can produce 2 frames per minute, but they're not that expensive at this point. Reinforced plates. I will have to make more of those, probably. We can make 5 of these per minute. But I also eat through reinforced plates for other things. And I'm using these to make something. Probably to make those space elevator parts. Okay. Where do I want this? This is a merger. We want a splitter. Splitter feels like it could go right here. The good news is these simple belts can easily handle the kind of production that we're talking about. For everything except for screws. Screws are going to be a pain. Probably going to want a merger. I could just do a tier 3 belt the whole way, but we're going to have to do more than one steel or screw manufacturer anyways. Let's go look at screw production. These make 40 per minute. I want 200 per minute. I think that said. I still don't have a great way straight up the mountain, which is what screws will end up being. Kind of. I don't have a good way to get to these belts. To get to those belts, what's the best way? Bam. We've done it. I already know it's 200 screws per minute. 200 screws per minute. That's 5 full machines just making screws. That actually tells me that screws are probably getting made up here. Production. Constructor. Good news is, these constructors are starting to look smaller relative to the other ones, to the new ones. So I just said 5 of these. 5 of these. Sounds a little bit excessive. That's so cheaty. All right, I should probably put a foundation down if I'm going to do cheatiness like that. To put a foundation down, Q foundations. I will add this one as a 0. Can I not just stick this to the bottom? I totally can. Okay, it goes right there. Just like that. Just like that. I think I have half foundations that I could put right here. Or I could put a ramp. Ramp makes sense. That's reasonable. That's the way that foundations are meant to be built. You use them to build up to the machines, not the other way around. All right. We still need to fit 2 more. That one. And I don't want to think about the iron input requirements yet. It's a little bit congested. It's not bad. All right, you're supposed to make screws. You're going to need a whole bunch of rods. You need 10 rods per minute. That's actually not that bad. So to get 50 rods per minute, how many constructors are we going to need? To get 50 rods per minute. Oh no. Oh no. We're going to need a bunch. I might have excess rods. I think I do. 15 ingots per minute. 10. So I feel kind of like I should just make 6 of these, which would get me 240 screws, and just assume that I'm going to use the extra screws somewhere. If I did 6 of these, then I need 60, which is equal to 4 of these. But 6 of these doesn't fit too well. Unless I place foundations under this one. Or, unless I build up. I could build up. I'm leaning towards building up. If I was going to build up, don't I have pillars? They'd be under walls. They would not be under walls. They would be under architecture. Small concrete pillar. How small? Maybe this is where the concrete becomes necessary. Build mode. Zoop. I think it would have to be 4 tall. Ooh, you can build them horizontally? Does that really make sense? Not too much, but a little bit. Maybe it does. Do I have other kinds of beams? Ooh. No, but I have this. Okay. I just want to see what that looks like. Looks okay. What does that look like? Oh, that looks okay too. Okay. That's acceptable. Right down into the middle of nothing. The problem is those feet don't really line up well with this. Oh well. It's beautiful. Would I ever use these supports for anything? I don't think so, but let's see what it looks like. Nah. No, I would not. So I'm missing one right here. But I feel like 3 out of 4 is structurally sound, kind of. Does this have to extend out past it? I think it does. Beyond that, will I get like steel pillars at some point? Walls. Basic wall. Ooh, ramp wall, 8 meter. Can I not flip you upside down? There's probably a different one for flipping upside down. Almost definitely. Wait. That one looks upside down. That one's totally upside down. So, those pillars are not actually horizontal, is a problem that I'm seeing. Is that true? Or is this... It seems to be true. Maybe not. Okay, I want to remove that one that's in the ceiling. That one. There's no half ramp, half walls. I used a 4-meter tall. If I put this, will it extend through the roof? Not sure. Definitely extends through the back. All right, for right now, I'm not worrying about how the architecture looks too much. The reason we were doing this was so that I could actually go build up there. To actually go build up there, I need a way up. To get a way up, we have to hit Q. We have to go to transport. We have to get jump pads, put them on 9. And then find a way to jump up. This might be temporary. That's not really where I want that. Where do I want this? There's no backboard here for me to like bounce off of. Just like that for right now. The power was on this corner. I'll put another power back here. It's perfect. Do I need to put a floor? Floor is too steep. Probably. Looks like, I mean, I don't have to. I could cheat it. You're supposed to face inwards. To cheat it, we would just hit H. Why can't I go forward and backward with this? All I need is the 1. For right now. I think I'm happy with that. These I'm going to need 4 of. That's the input, right? Yes. To get 4 of these, gonna be a little bit of a pain. Gonna be a lot of a pain. Floor is too steep. Do I want to scoot this up? I feel like I don't. The belt's already in a decent place. Now, I think I'm happy with that. Next one. And another one. Perfect. Okay, so now we only need 60 iron ingots per minute. That's not that many. To get that, we're going to need smelters. Smelters don't have to be down here, but there's not much reason not to, and my space up here seems better. If I give you iron, you take 30, you output 30. If I give you iron rods, 15. So all I have to do is get 60 iron ore up here. That doesn't seem hard. Copy that. That one was already set up. These ones are supposed to be doing screws. I could be feeding in my excess screws right now. These are going to produce excess screws as well. I have to think about that. Because really, I'd like these excess screws to get stored before they go in here. So really, I need a box. So where can I fit that box? Logistics, organization, storage container. There are lots of places to fit this box. Like right there. Conveyor belt has an invalid shape. That's why we're checking this. That works. Okay, 200 per minute. So this is going to have to be Mark III. We're also going to need Mark III into here. It's going to be a pain. And I still have to go set up that one. You're set up for screws. What do I do for power pulls? I'm going to put one more up here just because it's an easy place to spot. How are we looking for power? Not very good. The consumption isn't going up that high, but still, that's pretty scary. I could build those one things, the power things. I do want to do that. The power things. Power. I could build power storage. I just need stators. I will do that. Totally will do that. While I'm up here, let's get this. This needs to go into that box. What am I doing? This. Functional architecture. Thinking how I want to put it into that box. Kind of failing to figure it out. All right, I do want to figure that out, but first we're going to get 60 ore coming up here. To get 60 ore coming up, let's go see if I'm fully saturating that one miner. Plus, I can upgrade the miners to tier 2 at any time. I know I'm not even using this one, but I think this one's at 50%. 82%. Okay, that just sounds like something is backed up. Probably the rods box is full. Something like that. This one, though, you're not doing anything. How do I want to run this? Okay, production. Give me miner mark 1. I would like it to not interfere with this power pole. That power pole goes to that. and up there. I already have a power pole. Why did I think that that went to that? Crap, what did I just disconnect from? I'm never going to be able to figure it out now. It was going off this direction. Let's go look for it. Like, if it was to a machine, then I should be able to find it. If it was to a power pole, then the power pole has to have been... Oh, maybe it was to this power pole. That could be it. I could have just checked that power pole. At some point, I need to clean up all of these. Let's assume that that's what it was. Because that's more fun than trying to figure out what it really was. We need walls. Conveyor belt Mark 1. We need 2x walls. $120. Did that actually connect? Yes, it did. Okay, next up. This needs power. So this should fully saturate this belt. It only uses 5 megawatts. There it goes. Which should fully saturate both of these belts. Which is twice as much ore as I actually need right now. So I don't need to move both of these the whole way. We can move one of them the whole way. This wants to go up to there. It's a little bit of a mess. I can't fit through that window. Plastic. I don't know what I'm doing with the plastic yet, but I assume I want it. This feels like it could get in the way of those screws. What? Maybe not. All right. These are inputs, yes. But I don't want to input into those. Okay? Don't fall down. Perfect. Oh, I could have rotated that. Probably should have rotated that. Oh well. Like, got the bend to go more, I don't know, curved. To curve it out a little bit. We do want these to come down here, I think. That's output. So I need to split off into 4 machines. Not these 4. Yes, no, into 2 machines. Got it. Splitter can go here. It's beautiful. I know I placed a power line up there. This one can go straight into here. Then build a splitter. Put this into here. Super jump. Okay, so all of the iron is being turned into rods, except that they're not powered on yet. 4 connections. Okay, that's a whole bunch of rods. Now, 2 of these rod makers can power 3 of these. Is that correct? Yes. Yes, that is correct. Took me a minute to actually figure out if that was correct. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. So this one will go into here. This one will go into here. Then we'll split off floor is too steep. What are you talking about? You're a liar. I think we can build this. Right there. Okay, that is a little bit steep, to be fair. How does that work? Does that actually work? It does. Okay. We're looking for a merger. I don't think this is the best. It's probably not very good. I was just impressed that it worked. It's beautiful. Not the most beautiful. Totally works. Okay, now we need to fit a merger onto here. That's a splitter. That's a merger. Okay, this is doable. This is totally doable. Not even a problem at all. Bam! We've done it. We're halfway to having screw production. If I power up these machines, we should be getting some screws. I already have a power pole right here. Oh, but that's not an upgraded power pole. If I was actually supplying these screws to a belt. Okay, to 3 belts that need to be able to move 120. And I'm going to have more outputs right here. This is going to be fun. This is a disaster. I'm stuck. Somehow I'm trying to get these all to connect into this container. Okay. The best place to do that I know I need another merger still. This does not feel like a great way to do that. I needed to spread these out a little bit more, I'm thinking. But I could do it onto this belt. Okay, so if we put mergers onto this belt, that feels doable. Ugly, but doable. I could even put them right here. That does not block this. Comes very close to blocking it. this block this one? No. Okay, we're good. We're totally good. Come on, I can jump up onto there. I swear I was up. Where's a ladder? If they didn't have these stupid, like, guardrail things, then I could make it up. I was up. I'm up. Okay, now that I'm up, we wanted to place this right here. Bam. Okay, half of the screws are just about done. Just about. For them to actually be done. Okay, if I could stand on this part of the conveyor belt where it doesn't move me, that would help. Right here. Hit E. Hit E. That one has to be a Mark III. Now, this wants to be a Mark III belt. Cool. And then we want a merger. And then this, how much do you have to be able to move? 120, so this only has to be a Mark II belt. Could be a Mark III, but 2 is fine. Why do I feel like that's not facing the right direction? It is facing the right direction. Sweet. Okay, we should actually be getting screws into here now. No power. All we have to do is power this thing up. It's very slowly loading in the screws. I need to produce twice as many as I'm currently doing. So right now, it should be getting 120 screws per minute. And the excess ones will be going into this box. Would I be able to split off some of the output? I could. It would be a mess, but I could. And still get the rest into here. This box is not in a great spot, is what I'm determining. The rest of this all looks beautiful. It's a work of art. So now, we need one... Why didn't I just move these onto one line and then split them off? Because then they would have to split off into 3. Splitting them off into 3 sounds easy. I don't know why I didn't just combine them onto one line. That's what I'm going to do here. Okay, merger. I think it needs to scoot forward a little bit more. It does. Is that too close? Might be. It is too close. There has to be a better way to do this. I need to figure it out. That seems good. Cool. So now these rods need to go into these 3 machines. I feel like connecting it up to that middle machine probably makes sense, but maybe not. Maybe not. Because then I need a splitter somewhere. Like, this would work great if it was just a little ways out. I don't think that works. Does not work at all. And by scooting it back, it might not be on that line anymore. But like this could work. That looks reasonable. Entirely reasonable. Now all we need are these 3 outputs to join up into this. That actually looks easy-ish. Easy-ish. To do that, this one is a little bit of a pain. That's the easiest one. This is the hardest one, and it's not even that hard. Sweet. Not difficult at all. Okay, merger. Merger makes sense to me. No, it doesn't. Yeah, it does. Why are these not running? Oh, maybe they are. Okay, how did I get over to there? Right there. $10 rods per minute. No power. That's my problem. Why is there no power? I know I have power around here somewhere. Where did I leave power? I know there's power up there, but that's not the one that I want to connect to. I swear there was a power pole down here already. What are these connected to? They're connected to this one. Good enough. Wait, are these all without power? You're also without power. Okay. This one without power. Of course it is. Okay, all three of them are hooked up to power. I can make it up here. Just because I say I can doesn't actually mean that I can. Okay. This is the output. That needs to be a Mark II. What the hell is going on? Cool. Mark II. What have I done? Stop. Hit 3. Build this. Hit E. I'm breaking everything. I didn't even move it. It just started freaking out on me for no reason. Why is it freaking out? Conveyor? I'm going to assume it's because of where I was standing or because of this thing in front of it. Maybe because of that thing. Okay, if you could stop moving me. I saw a ladder. I could use this ladder to get up. Are you my problem? Could be. Player is in the way. Player is in the way. But once that player gets out of the way, where do I want this to go? Why? Stop. 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 So, the game does not seem to like this merger. For whatever strange reason. I'm gonna pick that up. I saw nothing wrong with that merger. Why can't I raise this up using the scroll wheel? Weird. Okay. Forget it. We'll just send 3 separate lines. Assuming I can actually click that. do have to combine them all up somewhere. I have to combine at least 2 of them up somewhere. Where did this come from? That's beautiful. Okay. This belt will become Mark III. Now, the one other screw belt that I need is right here. Right in front of my face. To get this belt where it needs to go is going to be fun. How low did I just drop that stupid thing? Too low. Far too low. Okay, we're gonna put this to right here. Then it's going to go to right here. Then it's going to connect in to right there. We should be getting 240 screws per minute, which will feed this box and overfill it at 40 per minute, which means that I would like to pull some off of this belt. Do I think that's possible still? Could be. Especially if I could raise this up. That raises it up. Not by much, but a little bit. We want a splitter. With a tier 3 belt. Tier 3 belt. It's beautiful. The excess screws can now go wherever they need to go. There's only going to be 40 per minute. Excess screws for right now can go to right here. It is a work of art. You have already produced 22 heavy modular frames, which means that you've been running for 12 minutes if I've been giving you full production. This is in the way, but I should never have to go up there, really. Now, we really want a box. I would get a double box, but it feels like that's very ambitious. Very, very ambitious. Let's hit H, see what that looks like. That looks terrible. Why? Hit H. Beautiful. When I said beautiful, maybe that was the wrong word. Storage container. Don't use control at all. Now, that is beautiful. With 25 of these, I could complete the thing that is going on right now. The thing that I'm working on. How many do I have? 24. But it only produces 2 per minute. It's idle while it waits for beams. But I have a bunch of beams sitting in a box over there. Beams in a box. I'm just waiting for that box to fill up. Which tells me that maybe I should be emptying out the box. Because look at how many are in the box. I do use these to build with. Look, you can have half of these back. Can I not actually put them back? And you'll put half of them back into the box, but half of them you will not put back into the box. So now, to get back over to this, we have to take these screws up. No! Okay, we're fine. That's it. That was all I needed. I could go turn it in at the hub. To get to the hub, we can go down here. Perfection. One more thing complete. Press the button. 12 minutes? No, 6 minutes.
Milestone reached. Fluids can now be packaged to allow for transportation via vehicle and conveyor belts. Additionally, highly improved biofuel can now be produced.
Highly improved biofuel. This is the one that I want next. Oh no. We need 50 of these. These require the circuit board things. The circuit board things weren't that hard to make. We already have plastic running up here. I will need to do something with that fuel, but I think now I could bottle up the fuel and store it forever. Maybe. Maybe. And then we get conveyor belt Mark IV. We need rubber. Gas masks. This one, I still need fabric, and I don't know how to do that yet. Pipeline, not a priority. Not a priority. It might be cool, though. This is the priority. Right, I don't need to bottle up the fuel because we can just burn the fuel. Okay, we selected that milestone. Let's look at it one more time. We need a bunch of these beams. We need 400 rubber. I do not have 400 rubber. I might now. I should be storing that in a box. I kind of want to go look at that fuel before I end the video. That fuel... Crap, I don't have a good way down. This looks like a good way down. Nope. Okay, that's fine. Poison, but the poison doesn't even have time to spread out. We probably have so much plastic and rubber and fuel. Since I think it's still going to take me a while, I think I am just going to flush the full pipe network. Flush it! Goodbye, fuel. Easy game. Because it's going to take me a while just to get those frames. Okay, we have a bunch of rubber. That's good. We have so much plastic. Really, that's more than I need anyways, but I'll end up using more of it. What do I need the rubber for? I don't know. Let's bring some back to the base, though. It's easier than setting up a storage container. This video is already way over an hour long. Oops. But we were productive. Things got set up. Next, I need to 4x those frames, but that's okay. To 4x those frames, I would need to 4x my production of all kinds of stuff. Right, I can get up using... Where's that power pole? Didn't I set up a power pole that goes straight up? Where? I swear I did. Did I set it up in the poison fields? Yes, I did. Okay, to be able to climb up this, I need to upgrade it. Then, hit escape, hit H, climb up. Bounce pad up would be better, but then this wouldn't be a platform one. Okay, not good. Not good at all. I still don't know how you tell it which direction you want to go yet. It's whichever direction you're facing, probably. That kind of makes sense. So we have a way up. I have plastic, I have rubber. I need more of those beams. I'm stuck. I just wanted to go drop off the rubber. Because then I'll feel like I'm making progress. Jump pad. Rubber, rubber. Oh, I can't for another 15 seconds. We got here too early. How are we doing for those beams? 50 of them. I do actually have the 200 beams. Do I want to drop them off? Because I do need those to build some things, like upgraded miners. Drop them off. They're gone. Computers and frames. The frames are needed to build more of the 4-item builders. The 4-item builders are necessary to build what I need. Assembler can make... what? It can make the circuit boards. Circuit boards are not that expensive. Plastic and copper sheets. It's a good amount of plastic, but I produce a good amount. All right. That is for tomorrow. We'll see if I remember that next time I go to play. For now, that does it for this episode. Thanks for watching.